Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well.
Hear ye. Let the record show that this viewer was here first.
And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Good morning, Samurai Sam. Sam was here first. You all saw it. Oh, we're going to Wellington. We will start with 5 motorways, and we won't have any more. And some destinations, rather, are always circles. Let's go. Let's go. We got Hulkmat in the chat. Saw Nix Hicks here. Byron Mask as well. Oh, is that everybody? I think I saw everybody. Good morning, all of y'all. I hope you're doing well. Leah Fireheart here as well. You love to see it. Alright. Drive time radio, let's go. Yeah, these green guys are just like, yeah, you know, our business is on the other side of Mount Victoria. We'll just, you know, build a tunnel or something. Or we'll go around. It's fine. Speaking of it being fine, these pinks over here have decided that it's fine to build this tunnel. And you know what? It is fine. We'll just do that. What are these guys doing here? They're being dicks, Matt. They're just being dicks. This is Mini Motorways. It's Victoria. What? I said it's Victoria. It's Wellington. Forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. Essentially. Alright. You come up to here. Don't kill that tree. No need to kill the tree. Alright, let's take another tunnel, because tunnels are going to be important here. We're going to have to get through Victoria at some point. And, you know, you can see the creeping, looming shadow right down here. That's, well, it's a big, creepy, loomy shadow. I don't know what else to say about it. Alright. I wanted to talk today about something I've been impressed with. And this is like, I am not an expert in this subject matter by any sense of the imagination, but I have been paying somewhat close attention to the situation with Final Fantasy XIV and the housing lottery. And basically, my understanding, and I'm going to try to give like a basic overview for folks who don't know, but if any of y'all are experienced 14 players, do forgive me for oversimplifying and probably messing up some finer details. But essentially, player housing in Final Fantasy XIV is just completely fucked. Like, players can own houses for their characters, but it's a complete and total clusterfuck, and every system they've tried has resulted in the aforementioned complete and total clusterfuck. So the newest idea is they said to themselves, we're going to take every house that goes available on the market. The only way you can get a house is by winning a lottery. We're going to have a raffle for every available house, right? And they put up a bunch of houses, like they just did a new expansion with new territory, so there are new houses available. They put up a new housing lottery. And what essentially happened is that some measurably large percentage of people went to enter for the chance to buy their house and discovered upon the completion of the lottery that no, actually, fuck you. Basically. They discovered that they were unable to purchase the house they wanted. What are we going to do about these pink guys here? I think basically they're going to have to be left alone. I mean, I could send them over here like this as supplementary support for this pink circle, but that doesn't really solve the issue of how we get... You know what I could do? Here's what I could do. Here's an I could do. Why don't you come down here, like so. Now you three go that way. There we go. Tiny little tunnel for these two. Just like here. Now granted, that does result in 3 houses trying to support a circle way over yonder, which isn't a good idea, but, you know, it'll be fine. So essentially, they ran the lottery for some of these new houses, and the results got fucked. They messed up a thing and something got screwy, and long story short, some of the houses didn't go to anybody. Like, people just didn't win their houses, which is a problem. And, like, obviously, it's never good when things break, but things are going to break. It's part of this whole making a massively multiplayer online role-playing game thing. And I've just been very impressed, and I know this isn't new. I know this isn't some good Lord Pinks. Good Lord the Pinks. What are we doing here? You're gonna go out that way. Okay, you two... I don't know. I've just been very impressed with the way Square Enix is responding to these problems and the way they are constantly, providing updates and explanations and saying, here's what went wrong, here's what we're doing to fix it, here's where that is in the process, here's when you can expect us to give you another update. It seems like every day they post a new, here's what went wrong, here's what we're doing to fix it, here's how we're coming on that process, and here's when you can expect it to be fixed. Like, obviously plan A is nothing goes wrong. And if nothing goes wrong, nothing goes wrong. But things are always going to go wrong. So plan A is not an effective eternal plan. But in terms of managing the problem and being communicative with their players, 14 is the first MMO I've ever really been into, and I'm only barely into 14, if we're honest with ourselves. Like, I have been playing 14 for 4 or 5 months now, since October, so going on 6 months, and I have yet to complete the main story of the first major part of the game. So yeah, we're on that levels of activity. But still, Goog is not angling for a house. But still, like, I've been really, really impressed. I'm just really impressed with the way they're handling their community and the situation. It was a bad problem, and they're fixing it as best they can, and they're keeping their players updated. And you really can't ask for anything more than that. Good on you, Square Enix. Do more of this and less of flirting with NFTs, because you're also doing with that, and that's bad. Anyway, you, right over here, can just drop there, and now I regret taking that thing instead of a traffic light. Okay, you pinks are going to go out this way. You know what? We're just going to preemptively take all 3 of these pinks and point them out here, and we're going to ask these yellows very kindly to be better. That's what we're going to do. Goodbye, tree. You over there are going to come here. Matter of fact, you are going to come right over here. Yes, like so. Great. Everybody go. Oh, good Lord Purples. Oh, good Lord Purples. All right. You know what? Fine. I've got a whole bunch of road tiles and nothing with which to do with them. With which to do with that? That doesn't... No. Nothing. I've got a whole bunch of road tiles and nothing with... I've got a whole bunch of road tiles and I know how to use them, god damn it. That's what I was trying to say. Sort of. Okay, this one house is... These 2 houses are not going to keep this purple circle alive, but they are going to keep the purple circle happy for, like, a day. In a day. We're gonna... Here. I English good. I can talk words. Alright, let's get more purple guys here. Give me another roundabout that I might never use. 40 road tiles is really good. Okay. 2 more purple houses get hooked up over there. That's great. Another purple house gets hooked up over there. That's amazing. Let's get this guy in right here before something spawns and blocks those 2. Okay. This purple guy's fine. Let's check in on everybody else. Well, I was about to say that everybody else was fine, and then this blue guy happened. So now these blue guys have problems. You want to get Let's see. What's the furthest down here I can get you? You want to get all the way down to there, huh? Alright, fine. Here. Come down here, hop on motorway number 2, go over that way. It's gonna be fine. My long-term hope is to get a tunnel there, but, you know, I don't think that's gonna happen. It'll happen at some point. We get one tunnel, we go up over here, everything's gonna be reasonably fine. For some values of fine, it's gonna be fine. In the meantime, you can swoop down here, go into there, that's gonna go great. Alright, how's everybody looking here? This purple circle, you've got cars and driveways over here, so you're fine. This pink circle, you've got a couple of cars and driveways over here. You could use a little bit more traffic, but for the most part, you're fine. This purple circle has cars and driveways way down over here. You're fine. You need to shoop over there. This orange guy just went circular, which bites. That's unfortunate. But, you know, we'll do what we can with it. We will draw motorway number 3 right there. Okay. Thank you for being here, Hulkamat. And Samurai Sam asks, so after Gimmimimim, are you going to poll the fans for tonight's stream? Yes, indeed. That is the plan. Let's take this blue tunnel and quickly figure out what we're doing here. And then we'll talk about what the plan is for tonight. You are going to swoop up here and whoosh thusly into here, kill motorway number 2, kill this little side road. That's all gonna be fine. Meantime, this purple guy right here, you're gonna come out of here and I'm gonna stick I still don't have a traffic light. Why have I not taken traffic lights yet, the _Goog? Take some freaking traffic lights already. God. Alright, here. You go there. You go there. You, 2, come up this way. Great. I thought he said, are you going to pull the pants for tonight's stream? No. That is a thing I will not be doing. But, a thing that I will be doing. If y'all aren't already in the Discord, you should be. Hop in. It's a grand old time. But in addition to being just a grand old time and a good Discord server, tonight, we will be discussing and having a poll even. After this stream goes live on YouTube, we will be having a poll about what the heck we're going to do on stream tonight. So y'all should come on in. We're going to discuss, words. There are many possibilities. There are many options about what we could do that have been brought up by some folks, and we're going to discuss them, we're going to vote on them, and we're going to wind up doing something. Who knows what? Alright, you need to swoop down here. This is awkward and bad, actually. Yeah, I think awkward and bad is the best descriptor for this. For tonight, it's probably going to be... I'm out of road? What do you mean I'm out of road? I can't be out of road. It's mildly inconvenient for me to be out of road. Oh, good lord, purples. Oh, good lord, all of the purples. Alright, give me this. Give me this. Take that. Okay. So you and you. Well, you just went circular, which is great, I guess. There is no great way to well, I suppose I can voop and voop and voop to keep that disconnected. And now this motorway number 4 can swing around over to here and keep you busy for a minute. That's going to be fine. I don't see any way this can possibly go wrong. Byron Mask would like to know my top 3 constructed languages, such as languages from fiction and such. And, I don't know too many. Does Pig Latin count? I like Pig Latin. Pig Latin's silly and fun. Give me 40 more road tiles. Pig Latin probably doesn't count. Albed probably does count. I like Albed. Albed, especially for being a cipher, is just it's a solid language. It sounds like a language a lot of the time. And to be honest, that's probably down to having a well-constructed cipher, having good writing to work around the limitations of your cipher, and also having good voice acting to take those fake nonsense words and turn them into actual speech. So, good on y'all, Final Fantasy X. It turns out, in a stunning turn of events, Final Fantasy X is a good game. Final Fantasy X is a very good video game. Who'da thunk it? My desk mic has been really low for the past couple of days, so now I'm going to turn it up. Hopefully, this is going to be fine. What else? Pig Latin probably doesn't count. Albed probably does count. I mean, the obvious one is Klingon, right? The obvious ones are Klingon and Elven from Lord of the Rings. Klingon sounds nice whenever I heard it spoken. I don't know a damn word of Klingon. But, like, I say sounds nice. It sounds effective. It sounds like what you would expect a Klingon language to sound like. Samurai Sam has typed something in Albed, and I can pull the word you out of that, and that's about it. Fortunately, we have Google and the internet, and I can look up an Albed to English translator, just like this. I can Google it. Here we go. This lovely gentleman named Stephen W. 32768. Goog, I bet you don't understand Albed. I speak a wee bit of a tiny Piquito Albed. Piquito Albed. The Goog is streaming good. Yes, that's true. That's a factual statement, Sam. Remind me to have the title of this episode be Good Morning Mini Motorways in Albed, whatever that is. I'll just copy that. Elvish, not Elven. That's right. You are Elven, you speak Elvish. I used to know that. That used to be a thing that was relevant to me because I used to play an elf. Because I used to play... Well, I mean, at what... Ooh, I just stumbled upon an interesting philosophical statement. At what point do you stop being a D&D player? Because I consider myself a guy who plays D&D. Even though I have not played D&D in 2 years? Going on 2 years, like a year and a half. I was in a couple of groups at the beginning of the pandemic, and then I wasn't. Well, now I've stumbled upon a philosophical dilemma. Anyway, I guess it's kind of like if you still think of yourself as one, then you are. That makes sense. What doesn't make sense is the question of what the fuck we're gonna do to save all of these purples. These purples are fucked. These purples are fucked. I mean, I don't have a tunnel, so this guy right here, the only way I'm doing anything with him is to accept an intersection here, which doesn't make sense. I don't think. Now, if I take this and I put it down on this road, that gets you up here, which isn't terribly, helpful. But I could stick a roundabout right there, right? And if I stick a roundabout right there I can toss a spur down to here and toss a coin to my Witcher over here, and we're just going to pretend that works. That gets, 2 whole more cars involved in the situation, which is great. You love to see that, I assume. And then I got nothing. Oh, I got so much nothing. I got more nothing than I know what not to do with. Here, these blue guys are fine. These purple guys over here, now that there's 2 of them, we're going to do something silly. Here's the silly thing we're going to do now that there's 2 of you. Take my last motorway and just get you involved in this clusterfuck. That's going to go well. That's going to go so well. I did cross 1,000. That's true. You can't take that away from me. Any other accomplishment I don't deserve. I got... Thank you, Sam. I got more nothing than I know what to do with. Hey, listen. This was not necessarily the best run. 1,114 commuters it doesn't feel great. It feels, okay, top 40%. Top 40%, Samurai Sam cracked the top 100. Oh, well. Listen, they can't all be winners, can they? Hopefully they can all be Wordles. They can't all be Wordles. That sounds like a dumb little short film or something. Here, let's play Wordle. Do R2-D2's bleeps count as a language? I'm sure they do. Wookiee counts as a language. Absolutely. You can speak Wookiee. Wookiee might even make my list, because I never actually finished my list. You know, Albed is going to be number 1. Albed is a really well-crafted cipher. Albed is a good language. Executive decision, Pig Latin counts. Its way, unfe, ute, ixpe, inway, igpe, atenle. Even way, if way, everyone way, ixpe, igpe, atenle. If way, a, they, inkpe, about way, it way. Its way, us, jay, annoying way. You know what else is good? Carney. Carney. You got a Mizark on the Rizun way. Carney's a good made-up language. All right, what else is this Wordle? I'm going to say number 3 is going to be Klingon, number 2 is going to be Pig Latin, and number 1 is going to be Albed, but honorable mention goes to Carney. No love for Esperanto. I am vaguely aware of the story of Esperanto. The story of Esperanto, as I understand it, is just an XKCD comic. Even though, like, it's the reverse. Esperanto happened in the 70s, and the XKCD comic was written in the 2010s. But it's essentially this, like, 2 or 3 panel XKCD comic where a bunch of people sit around the table and say, there are 27 standards trying to compete to be the best standard for this thing, be it programming languages or speech languages or drive-through fast food apps, right? There are 27 competing standards. Let's create one that unifies all the best features of the other 27, and then everybody will use this one. 3 weeks later, there are 28 competing standards. That's the story of Esperanto. They had the idea to be like, let's take all the best parts of every language and slap it together, but without imperialism. And that didn't go well. That didn't go well. And speaking Esperanto now is a parlor trick. A bad one, but that's what it is. Good morning, Candy Cone. Good to see you here. Let's see here. The Wordle could be Perry. It's a terrible second guess, but fuck it. Saw that P go green, and I thought for a second, I'm a genius. I'm not a genius. I am not a genius. Is it a parlor ghost trick? I don't think Ghosty speaks Esperanto. Parlor Ghost, if you're out there, tell us if you speak Esperanto. Oh, God. What could this word be? It could be That's not a word. This isn't a word, is it? Oh, it is a word. It was almost the word. All right. Well, it could be plant. It's plant. Hey, I got the Wordle in 4. All right. Hey, you know what? I just looked over at the time. It's only 7:23. When was the last time we actually got to do 2 levels of mini Motorways in one stream? It's been ages and ages and weeks and weeks. I don't feel confident enough to do the weekly challenge. We're probably not gonna. I'm sorry, Quirtle. Do we want to do Quirtle? Do Quirtle. All right. Hold on. Let's find Quirtle. I've never done a Quirtle. It's got to be. It's just like 4 Wordles, right? That's the gimmick. It's 4 Wordles. Okay. All right, fine. Here, let's do Quirtle. There are 4 of them. That means, I don't know. Let's see here. Let's start out with a nice simple word that's going to get all of these Wheel of Fortune letters in. There. Oh, it even tells you. It tells you when a word isn't a word. That's nice. All right, here. Oh, it doesn't do the animation, though. That's a shame. All right, so you've got these indicators. You know that these letters are totally out of all of the words. Each tile has a has a section, like a quadrant, devoted to, like, an S is the word in this one, but it's not in any of those three. The T is yellow in these two. Okay. Okay, this is... I can already tell that I'm going to be bad at this, and I'm going to hate it, but we'll try. Let's see. 4 words with no A or E. That's bad. That's not great. Let's go for shout. It's not going to be any of them, but it is going to get 2 more vowels in there, so it's going to be something. Okay. Okay, that's gotten a lot of information. I want to focus on one of these, but I know it's going to let the other 3 fall, and that's the entire point. Oh, good God. Oh, good God, my brain. My poor brain. All right. So this one, I think we're closest to these 2, right? This one feels like this is probably what? Well, it's not house. It's definitely not house. But is there any other H-O-U word that it could be? Meanwhile, this over here, actually, let's focus on this one. This could be spoil, couldn't it? Yeah, this could be spoil. That'll get another vowel going. Okay. So, we found the I there. We know another thing about this word. It's impressive how much we know about this word, considering that I don't know anything about this word. It can't be hound. We just learned that. So this one has a P-H-O-U. Pouch. Actually, yeah, it could be pouch. That's a good point, Sam. Okay, so got that one. That's good. Now then, over here, we know S something O something something, and that's about all that we know. So it could be scope? No, we already tried C, and that's wrong. It could be it's not S-H. S-K-O? The only thing that's S-K-O that I know is Skoal, and that's a brand of chewing tobacco. So I don't think it's that. Oh, what about, well, it can't be snout. We already know that. Look at the top left one. Okay. The top left one is juicy, isn't it? Because it's got a U. No, the I has to be the 4th character. Never mind. So something with an I as the 4th. This one down here can't be smoke because we know there's no E. And we know there's a T here. Oh, we do know there's a T here. Okay. So this needs to be, I think it's something IT. That just makes sense to me. But how would I get a C and a U in there? So there is no T in juicy. That's a fact. Over here, we know there's an O and an I, and it ends in T. It's not pivot, which was the first word that jumped to mind. Can't be hoist, which is the next word that jumped in my head. It can't be moist because there's no S. Huh. This one probably isn't. Yeah, Sam. Oh, Sam, you're good at this. Sam's good at Wordle, it turns out. Yeah, tunic is a great guess up here. Bang. Okay. And that gave us a little bit of information over here. Like that game you gifted me on Steam. You know, Mini Motorways. Yeah, Sam's good at that game too. All right, so down here, we've learned that there's an N in the word somewhere. This over here, we know the O has to be the 1st, 4th, or 5th letter. Huh. What about over here in the bottom left? It could be S-N-O something. Can't be snore. It can't be... It could be snood. It's not, but it could have been. Thought I had to sneeze there. I still think I have to sneeze here. Yeah, swoon is a really good guess here. Yeah, because, yeah, it could end with... We're not looking at that one next. We're looking at this one. There we go. We've got that, and now we have 2 guesses to get this, which is interesting. There is no N in the second word. That is true. But there is an N in the third word. This is the challenge of Quordle. Okay, so I think we have a lot of information here. Not all of it. We know that it ends OT. We know there's an I in there somewhere. And that's it. That's what we know. It could be divot, couldn't it? No, there's no D. We know there's no D. It could be... It could be... And I'm just sitting here like absolutely stone-faced blank, like a dummy. My cursor is teeny. My cursor is kind of teeny. I tried once upon a time to go with a bigger cursor, and like it'll render on my monitor, but in OBS it just stays tiny. So maybe I'll try that again. Maybe that's a thing that OBS patched or something. But I would like to have a bigger pointer, but we'll see. Anyway, I've tried finger stretching exercises and my pointer just, stays the way it... Never mind. Bigot is actually a really good guess. Yeah, because we haven't eliminated B or G. We know there's an I in it somewhere. Well, with the help of several friends, with the help of my friends, maybe that's it. Today's episode title, for those of you watching on YouTube, figuring out what kind of gobbledygook nonsense is the title, it's with a little help from my friends in Al bed. That's what it's going to be. That is the title of the stream. I'm going to type it in right now, so that I can thank everybody. Thank you all so much for watching Fedr Meddma Ramb Vnus Vneahtc, or with a little help from my friends. Vneahtc is a good example of a terrible English word when translated into Al bed. And if you notice, in the entire game script of Final Fantasy X, nobody says the word friends in Al bed, even though there are plenty of opportunities for someone to say the word friends in Al bed. All right, that's going to do it for us here today. But if you are watching this on YouTube right this very moment in the Discord server, I'm going to plug it again. It's in the description. In the Discord server, there is a poll going for what we are going to do on stream tonight. It could be more Hades. It could be more Horizon Forbidden West. It could be Untitled Goose Game. It could be Earthworm Jim. We could dick around in Final Fantasy XIV. I could just edit some video on stream. Do y'all want to watch me edit video? I'll do it. I got video that needs editing, so let me know what you want. Hop in the Discord server, tell us what your opinion is, and stick around. It's a good fun time. We have good fun times. All right, thank y'all so much for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.